G'day, it's a lovely Saturday morning here in London, and I've just hopped off the tube, this brand new exit for King's Cross Station. Quite remarkable, lots of development going on around here, it's quite lovely. King's Cross Hotel just behind me, I'm going to go have a bit of a look at that, looks quite historic. But what is right behind me off camera, and there we go, is this massive building behind. There's the original part, here's the extension. This is King's Cross St Pancras, or St Panc International. This is where the Eurostar goes through the tunnel. And yeah, so I've been there before. I came here 4 years ago, and Stewie and I went on that one to Paddy. And I used to own King's Cross Station as well during some Monopoly games. So you know, it is a bit of a small world. All right, I'll cut this and I'll restart it when I'm inside St Panc. We're just about to walk inside the St Pancras station, but just standing out in the forecourt of the original part of the, well, not even the original part of the hotel, but St Panc was built in the 1860s as a train station. It was built to bring trains in from regional, just out in the outskirts of London and from the north as well. And so St Panc was just a train station. This amazing building behind me is the facade, and if we have a look here, this really spectacular curve over here. And it was about 5 years after the actual station, which is behind it, and we'll go through there shortly, but it was about 5 years after this facade building was built, also in the 1860s, as a hotel. So they decided to make some lovely accommodation. It's now still a hotel. It was sitting empty for quite a long time. St Panc wasn't always the Eurostar connection, and in fact it was only in 2007 that it swapped across to St Panc to be the new station where you go get the train to continental Europe. So yeah, since 2007, for the last 11 years, the St Panc's been the connection point for getting in and out. I mean, the train from St Panc to Gare du Nord in Paris, or the Station of the North in Paris, and that one is an hour and a half trip. But you can get onto the Eurostar just do the tunnel. You can drive to the tunnel portals. You can board your car at the tunnel portal and get in, and it's about a 35 minute trip just to the other side, where you can take your car into the north of France. Stewie, hurry up and get over here because I want to do that. Anyway, there's St Pancras train station. It's now collectively known as King's Cross St Panc because there's an underground connections between the two stations. It's essentially the same station, but it's all one big transport hub. We're about to walk through. We'll try and go through the St Panc Renaissance Hotel. I'll be Mr. Vanderlei in room 1060, basically. Yeah, that's right, 1060. But there's no 10th floor, so this could be a stitch up. Cheers. St Panc Station, and there's the Eurostar trains ready to go. Long trains. Big trains. Well, just before we finish up our little visit to St Pancras Station here in London, I thought I would just quickly feature this amazing statue behind it. It looks like a bronze statue. It's quite big. If you can have a look, it sort of sits there underneath the clock. Can you see the clock? Yeah, massive clock. So people will get off the trains coming directly from Paris or Brussels and then coming to here, and the first thing they'll see is the clock and go, yep, I'm on time, brilliant. And the second thing they'll look at and go, I've come from Paris, that's right, my wife's back in Paris, and I'm looking up at this lovely romantic statue of a man and a lady, and they would be thinking, don't play up. At first when I saw this, it must be 10 meters. I'm thinking the statue's about 10 meters and the pedestal's about 1.8. No, in fact the pedestal's bang on 2. So yeah, it's a bit, and then the statue would be 9 meters on top of that also. But yeah, that's quite a big statue. Let's show that rather than show me. At first I thought it was a soldier coming home from the war, and it's not. It's a businessman. sure it's a businessman with a backpack. It's Josh from the West Wing. It's Josh Lyman. It's the Josh Lyman. And what was his Donatella Moss? I think it's Josh. So it's now officially the Josh Lyman Donatella Moss statue. It's in Panc Station. Worth seeing. I'd like to do a little bit of research and find out how old the statue is. I think it looks to be no more than 5 years old, but I don't know. It could have been here for the last 100 and been restored, but it's in very good condition. Just gonna have a little walk around St Panc. I did walk into the hotel. Apparently there is no 10th floor at the hotel, so I've been stitched up again. But that's what happened when Stitch Up travels. Bit of a shopping mall here. This is great. You walk in, when you do come to St Panc, you walk in at this level, you check your bags, you go through customs and immigration, well, immigration on the way out, customs on the way back in if they need to check it. But it's a bit like a little airport, and it's a wonderful way to travel into the continent. A lot of people certainly do that. They're sick of planes by the time they've done their London and UK leg. But yeah, it's pretty spectacular. St Pancras International train station, worth a visit. Cheers.